Salutations, fellow knights of the Puzzle Beast table. My name is Sir Hamtlock, and welcome to another installment of which is episode 5 of an Aspie's Guide to Gaming. Now, before we get started, I'm really sorry I didn't upload Friday and Saturday. I don't know where my mind was, honestly. I guess I was too busy, and I honestly couldn't think of a video. And also I missed Secret Menu Summer Madness, which seemingly a few of you enjoy it. I don't know. But don't worry. For this week, there will hopefully be 2 videos of Secret Menu Summer Madness. Pray hopefully. Stress hopefully. Anyway, back to Aspie's Guide to Gaming. For this video, we're going to be reviewing the Nintendo Game Boy, but well, not the Game Boy itself, but a certain cartridge for the Game Boy. In fact, but it's not any ordinary game for the Game Boy. In fact, it's not a game at all. It's more of an accessory. Let me just show you. It's the Game Boy Camera. Now, I got this. Now, let me tell you guys how I got this Game Boy Camera. It's a pretty simple story. Last weekend, the weekend before, I don't know what it did last Saturday or Sunday, not this past Saturday or Sunday, the one before that. I was at a flea market with my older sister. We go flea marketing every so often in the summer, and we walk in and we see this game section, a whole bunch of games for Atari, Xbox, Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, I think Sega also. But as I was looking through a display case, I came across this. So I looked at it, and it didn't have a price tag on it, which is a good thing because the adhesion would be too sticky and it would be impossible to take off. The common pet peeve. But so we asked the couple behind the counter how much for the Game Boy Color, and they said $5. It's a good deal. And that's how I got the story, and that's pretty much the backstory behind how I got my Game Boy Color. Now, the Game Boy Color is an interesting little contraption here for the Game Boy. In fact, voice crack. In fact, Guinness Book of World Records placed it it's in a Guinness World Record for world's smallest camera back in 2000. All those 18 years ago. Holy crap. I'm retro. This thing is so retro, about as old as me. Anyway, so basically, I dove into the history of the Game Boy Camera. It was an interesting little experiment. I hear it's one of Nintendo's useless peripherals and accessories, but let's just pop it in the cartridge slot and see what happens. Better make sure it works right by blowing in it. And there. Let's see if it works. Alright. Now, interesting tidbit of information. It was actually not only made by... Well, you gotta admit, it has an interesting title screen. Just look at that, if you can. Yeah, let me fix the contrast. I mean, it has an interesting title screen. I mean, good grief, that's terrifying. It sounds like the Mario theme being choked. And you like playing the game with this image in your head. Wrong way. I mean, it has a creepy Mario on it. I don't know if you guys can tell what that... Yeah, you guys can see it, right? Sorry, I don't know how to... Anyway, let's get started. There's no way this thing can work. I mean, you have shoot and view, and also play. Let's see if this works. Let's just see if this works. I like to shoot video photo, please. really see myself. Probably full of dust. Okay, cute later on. Oh. You can adjust the brightness? Really? You can adjust the brightness with left and right, up and down, and it actually works? So bizarre. This actually works? So bizarre. What is this? It has some weird mini games on it. You can also view your pictures, looks like. Looks like somebody already owned this. Okay, this is so bizarre. Alright, so I can't find my photos, which is weird. But let's see, play? Oh, nope. Okay then. So it also has a Space Invaders clone on it? It's kind of hard to focus, I'm sorry. Alright, so you can take pictures with it. Smile! Alright. It's so hard to focus. It's kind of hard to focus with. I probably have to clean it a little bit. Wow, yeah, I definitely have to clean it up. Okay, so in conclusion, it's a thing. I mean, not a useful thing, but it's a thing. I mean, based on what I've observed with it, it has a Space Invaders clone, which I really don't want to play with at the moment. Also, it has... I tried looking up my photos, but it came up with a whole bunch of other photos that I really couldn't see. Clearly, because of the contrast and the lighting. And also, the shoot feature, it works, but you have to adjust the brightness and contrast like an actual camera, but it's kind of hard to see what I'm looking at with the lens being, if you guys can tell, it's really dirty. I should have cleaned this properly with a cotton swab or something. I don't know. Q-tip? I don't know. So in conclusion, the Game Boy Camera, it's fun to play with, but not really something that I want to play with for a long time. I mean, it's nothing like the Virtual Boy where it gives you eye strain, and headaches. But in a few minutes. But I would say that if you want to, I would say if you want to play with a Game Boy Camera, I definitely play like on the Super Nintendo, on the Super Game Boy cartridge for the Super Nintendo, which I don't have I don't have yet, so I couldn't record that footage. But I hear it works. I've checked I've proofread with wiki pages and Wikipedia and Angry Video Game Nerd, and it actually does work on the Super Nintendo. But let's turn the camera around like that. This is weird. Interestingly enough, AVGN didn't know that either. So in conclusion, the Game Boy Camera, it's fun for like the first 5 minutes, but oh boy, is it complicated. And I feel like there's some things that there really shouldn't be on the camera, like the Space Invaders clone or anything like that. But I didn't get to decorating the faces of each of myself, but because, well, I'm not sure how to do that with that kind of lighting. So, yeah. That's pretty much this video. That's pretty much today's video for an Aspie's Guide to Gaming. I know it's kind of simple and I didn't really go in depth with everything, but I promise. Episode 6, I said episode. Episode 6, it will definitely be interesting. I have a feeling. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like a drop in the bass. Wow, wow. And give the subscribe button the smizzy smack. And I'll see you for the night in the next video. Dude.